So we're adjusting the front band clutch, and how we do that is, you see this bolt right here?
Which one?
This bolt right there.
Up there?
Yeah, you see him?
I got it. I see
Awesome.
it.
So that bolt, we're gonna loosen the lock nut, which is the big nut, which is a 3/4 inch socket.
That thing?
Hmm?
That thing right there.
Yep, that's the one, Birdie. That's the one. And we're going to loosen it with a 3/4 socket with the 2-inch extension on a 3/8 ratchet. Alright, so we're gonna put this guy here. And with one hand, oh my gosh, it's so tight. Fuck! There we go. Alright, and just like that, it's loose.
Easy peasy.
Amazing. If you look closely on that, there's a bunch of old RTV there. That's not supposed to be there. So if you get that, that just means someone's adjusted it before. And that's not a big deal. We're gonna go remove it real quick. So we'll put the screw. If my unpaid intern can hold it about there.
My weak little arms.
I know,
It's struggling.
So we'll have it roughly on here, just a little bit loose. You can leave the RTV too, it's not a big deal. But what we need to do is we need to torque it down to 72 inch ounces, and before you do, make sure that this thing is movable by hand, which ours is. So that's a good sign. So we need a special bit. Cat, you can zoom in on this guy on the ground here. You need a small little torque wrench that'll go to about 80 inch-pounds, and you need this special bit, which is an 8-point bit. Wow.
Just get a good shot of it.
You got it, Birdie? You little
Wait, can you
curious?
show it down real quick, please? That's it.
So it's not a 6-point bit, it's an 8-point bit, and it's a 5/16, so get one of those.
Yeah, get one of those.
And we're gonna hook it up here. And we're going to start turning this until we get to about 80 foot-pounds, or 72 inch ounces. That's what you need. Can I do this by hand, maybe? This guy's taking forever. Start. Make sure that when you torque it down, you're not actually torquing down the adjusting nut. You're so cute, cat. You're my favorite unpaid intern I've ever had. Ever. Alright, so now we're starting to get readings on the torque wrench. Should start building up pretty soon. So what this actually is doing is this is actually putting pressure on the clutch, and I guess the more pressure it has on the clutch, the better it drives. I'm not really sure, but we're getting pretty close now. So if I just start going here, so look at this guy. Yeah, that's how you read an old-fashioned torque wrench. When it gets to 72, mission complete. Yeah. Make sure that that screw can move freely, because if it can't, that means it's too dry. You need to oil it up. Alright, so we're getting super close. I gotta use both my hands here. There you go. See, 72?
Nice.
So it's a 72, so we can let go. And make sure you got it there. Make sure you can still loosen this lock nut all by itself there.
Yeah.
Because if you can't, that means you actually torque that down. That would be bad.
Oh.
So now this is 72 inch ounces, and we need to loosen it 2.5 turns. Well, how do you tell if it's 2.5 turns, Birdie?
You turn it 2.5 times.
You said boundaries.
Yes.
So we're gonna put a nice little mark here and mark here. Don't leave your paint marker out overnight, guys. But I painted the top of that so we'll know which side is up or not. So if my lovely unpaid intern could grab this
You're an
again.
engineer, you can just approximate it, right?
Not this one. This is an expensive part,
Okay.
lovely girl. So we'll take our special bad boy wrench. We'll sneak back in here with our 8-point socket.
8 points.
8 points.
Oh, my
And then we'll break it loose. Alright, so that's about 90 degrees right there. That's about 180 degrees.
All right. Yep.
Yep. Turn it by hand. Nope, not yet. You're so cute.
I'm gonna be ripped.
You're gonna be. Hold it. Hold it
I'm
steady.
trying.
Unpaid intern, your salary is getting cut. All right. So we'll move it. Could you have it on the one zoom for me?
Okay, I'll hit it with my nose.
Got it, cat.
Okay.
Awesome. So that's another 90 degrees. That'll be about another 90. That's about one full turn. Now we will loosen it by hand. That's about another. That's another half a turn. That's about another full turn. And it was 2.5, right? So we do about another. Are you licking me, cat? What are you doing?
I did not lick you.
You are crazy. So, get the fuck out of here. So, we loosen it, and now it's
I'm losing it. My arm is in pain, okay?
Do
I
you
gotta
want
distract myself.
intern? Focus, intern.
Huh.
So, okay, so now we've loosened it 2.5 turns, and we will torque it down. So goofy. And then we'll torque it down to 30 inch ounces, or inch pounds. We'll torque it down to 30 inch pounds, the adjusting nut, and this guy should never move again. Alright.
Right.
Put this guy on here. Alright, and that's it. That's how you adjust your front clutch.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's it?
Yep.
Sweet.
Wee-wee.
We did it! Yeah.
Alright, today we're going to do the rear band adjustment. I got the transmission pan removed. First we're going to loosen up the lock nut. We're going to use a 17 millimeter. Alright, so he's nice and loose now. Make sure your hand isn't full of crud. That's good enough. And we're just going to back this guy up a little bit. There we go. And this guy should be loose. Yeah, this guy should be nice and loose. Which he is. Sorry to get this tool with its 5/16 8-point nut, which apparently exists. Okay, and we're gonna put him on this little guy, and we're going to torque this down to 72 inch ounces. Alright, there we go. We'll make sure that we're not accidentally on this. Yeah, you can see it's totally loose. Yeah. Oh man, that's covered in juice. Okay. Had to remove some transmission fluid. Those guys out of there. And now we'll just mark it right here and right here. Right. So we will now turn that 2 full turns. I just tightened it down accidentally. That's about 90. So about 1 full turn. Oh shit. There we go. Well, that's about 1 full turn right there. And that's about 2. And tighten that down. We will torque it to about 30 foot-pounds on a 17 millimeter wrench. Sweet. And we use a little bit of brake clean to get off all that paint we put on there. Alright. Band adjusted.